I probably wouldn't tell people I owned it. I would just operate quietly. And if you run a business, you might know exactly why I just said that. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get into today's conversation, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. If you enjoy real honest conversations about the beauty industry, entrepreneurship, wellness, and what it truly takes to build a business behind the scenes, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with another beauty professional who may need to hear this. I'll be creating a series where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the beauty industry. We'll talk about salon ownership, burnout, finances, leadership, relocating, hiring teams, business mistakes, growth lessons, and everything I wish someone would have taught me before I started. Quick side note. Everything I share here is from my own personal experience being in this industry for over 30 years. Now let's get into it. Whether you are a hairstylist, a salon owner, or you're someone who's thinking about getting into the beauty industry, this is for you. You know, when most people think about the beauty industry, they think about the glamour. They think about being booked. They think about the freedom. They think about pretty salons, a luxury experience, social media aesthetics, flexible schedules, money, success. And don't get me wrong, all of those things are part of the beauty industry. This industry has actually changed my life in so many ways. But what a lot of people don't talk about enough in the industry is the emotional costs and the financial pressure and the mental exhaustion and the hard lessons that can come from trying to build something of your own, especially as a woman and especially as a woman of color. Also, especially someone who's trying to build something bigger than just doing hair. When I first opened up my salon, I was so excited. I had this big vision. I had passion. I wanted to create experiences for people, a safe space, a luxury environment, a place where people valued your time, valued women that wanted to feel beautiful and feel seen and cared for. And honestly, I put everything into this business. My time, my creativity, my energy, my money, my health at times. I poured everything into this business. But one thing nobody prepared me for was how much of business has absolutely nothing to do with talent. That part shocked me. And because you think if I'm talented, if I work hard, if I care about people, everything will work out. And unfortunately, that's not always how business works. And I had to learn that the hard way. One of the biggest lessons I've learned was understanding the difference between building a business and building something you actually own. There's a major difference. And I invested so much money into my first salon, a property that I did not own. Construction, repairs, build outs, upgrades for many years, maintenance, branding the space, making it beautiful, making it my own, making it functional. And at the time, I thought I'm building my dream. And I really believed that building was going to be mine. But looking back in hindsight now, I was also increasing the value of someone else's property. And I didn't see it at the time. No one taught me that. And one of the hardest moments for me was realizing that after all of that, all the investment after all those years, and all the responsibility and all the consistency, I still wasn't able to have that building. And I tried to purchase the building, but it wasn't my time, and it hurt. Not just financially, but emotionally. Because when you're responsible, when you show up, when you build something with integrity, you naturally think loyalty, fairness will be returned. And business doesn't always work like that. Sometimes people benefit from your vision without ever intending to truly include you in ownership. That lesson changed me. And it made me think differently about ownership, contracts, assets, leverage, protection. And if I'm being completely transparent, it also made me realize how many beauty professionals are building businesses on land they'll never control. And that's deep. Another thing nobody prepared me for in this industry is leadership. Yeah, hiring people, managing personalities, training people, believing in people, pouring into people. Just thinking about it, it's just draining. That can really drain you in ways people just don't understand unless you've been in those shoes, unless you lived it. Because when you're a genuine person, you naturally want to help people. You want to see them grow genuinely. I've invested into people, mentored people, opened up doors for people, shared knowledge, created opportunities, only to realize everybody connected to you is not connected to you for the right reasons. I was very naive in certain areas. Some people don't come to learn from you, they come to learn how to replace you. And that's a painful realization. Some people secretly compete with the very person helping them. Some people only stay connected because of what they can gain access to. And as a owner, people constantly are pulling from you. They're pulling from your energy, your ideas, your time. And time is the most valuable asset. Your connections, your resources. Everybody needs something. And after a while, you start realizing being the owner can become emotionally exhausting. Especially when people stop seeing you as a human being and only see you as access. And that's exactly why I said what I said in the beginning of the video, that if I was to ever open another storefront business again, I probably wouldn't tell people I owned it. Actually, I know I wouldn't. I would operate quietly. People treat owners differently. The expectations become different, entitlement becomes different, manipulation becomes different, and that's something nobody talks about, or at least nobody's talking about it enough. Another lesson, a full salon does not automatically mean you are profitable. Let that sink in. And I really need beauty professionals to understand that. You could be fully booked, busy every single day, working nonstop. You know how we do 14, 15 hours a day and still be financially unstable. I've seen it and I lived it. Because nobody teaches us financial literacy, especially if you didn't get it from home, and they definitely didn't teach it in beauty school. Nobody teaches us profit, taxes, emergency funds, scaling properly, business structure, payroll, overhead, the pay structures, saving, investing. A lot of us just learn how to hustle and how to spend. And hustling without structure becomes survival mode. There were times I made good money, but because I didn't fully understand my numbers, I blew it. I was always spending emotionally, reinvesting emotionally, trying to make everything look successful, trying to maintain appearances, trying to build an image of success before building the infrastructure of success. And that's a dangerous place to be financially. Another thing I started to notice, especially after COVID, is how a lot of salon owners started to shift and transition into suites. And a lot of people thought maybe it was because of failure. But honestly, I believe some salon owners started to move into suites or didn't start moving into suites because they failed. They started to move into suites because they were tired of carrying an overhead, tired of depending on unreliable staff, tired of managing personalities, tired of pouring into teams that literally disappear when things get hard, tired of carrying the emotional weight of leadership, tired of trying to enroll people that don't understand your vision. And honestly, I understand it now in a completely different way. Even relocating taught me lessons, because when you relocate, you really find out who supports you and who only supported you out of convenience. That lesson truly humbled me being a salon owner. Some people love your location more than your vision. Some people love your accessibility more than your artistry. And rebuilding in a new environment, that takes a lot of emotional strength, especially when you've already poured decades into your craft in a specific location. But despite all of that, I'm grateful for the lessons, seriously, because this industry has taught me resilience, creativity, discipline, connections, transformation. It taught me how powerful beauty really is. But it also taught me that talent alone is not enough anymore. You need structure. You need boundaries. You need financial literacy. You need peace. You need ownership. You need wellness. You need multiple streams of income. You need to protect your mind, your body, because burnout is real in this industry. And a lot of beauty professionals are silently struggling while trying to maintain an image online, like everything is okay. So if you're watching this and you are currently building a salon business, congratulations. However, make sure you learn the business side early. Make sure you learn your numbers. I actually create an income tracker for that. However, protect your peace. Don't ignore the red flags. Don't build your entire identity around being needed. And please prepare for the rainy days. This industry can truly humble you very quickly if you're only operating off of passion. And honestly, this is only part one. Next episode, I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people in this industry won't say out loud, but I'm going to say it anyway. What it actually feels like when your own team turns on you. The signs I missed. What I wish I had done differently. And how I rebuilt after it all. That one is going to be a real conversation. And I look forward to sharing with you. So make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss that episode when it drops. And if this resonated with you in any way, drop a comment below and let me know. What's one of the lessons the beauty industry taught you the hard way? I actually read them. And don't forget to like and share this video with another beauty professional who you believe needs to hear this.